bells, representation of animals, and multiple weapons, but you know a rivalry is a rivalry when the fight is over a brass spittoon. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hoosiers will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. So Sparty jumped out to a 10-0 lead on Indiana last year, but the Hoosiers reeled off 47 consecutive points. One going away, took home the old brass spittoon and basically kicked the spit out of Michigan State.
They did, and Curtis Rourke, the pride of Oakville, Ontario, Canada, just went off, throwing for 4 touchdowns in that game, too. This offense, so explosive throwing it. They can find explosive plays all over the field. Michigan State's got to start fast in this one, David, but they've got to be able to keep it going for 4 quarters.
Well, and I think you remember not only this beatdown, but I think you remember them keeping the hammer down and playing guys in the 4th quarter and scoring. Like, this is something you don't forget because it's already 40-10. You score another touchdown a little bit in the 4th quarter of that football game. So I hope there's some anger and some hostility from what happened a year ago.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Powers through the defender. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Indiana's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Downfield.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release on the RPO. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Caught near the sideline, it's Cooper. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The rivalry started in 1922 in Bloomington with a Hoosier win, but the old brass spittoon first awarded in 1950 when they resumed play after a pause for World War II.
Yeah, Indiana might have won the first one, Reese, but Michigan State has owned the old brass spittoon. And they have owned this series. It's been very one-sided. They've dominated it, Jesse, so looking forward to see if Indiana can kind of reverse that trend.
And I know this is a rivalry that a lot of college basketball fans get really excited for every year, but the football rivalry is pretty good too, and you both just very eloquently laid out why and the history behind this game. They do not like each other.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
It's complete.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Finds his man. It's Marsh. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taken. Now he's bad after too many of these crow routes and catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
First down for the offense.
And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quick shovel pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. There are many brass spittoons, most of them quite common, but none quite as famous as the old brass spittoon, the trophy itself, first created for this series in 1950.
This has been a great rivalry in the Big Ten. I know they went to different divisions. This was a protected cross-division rivalry for a little while. It isn't anymore. They don't play every single year, but when they do meet up, David, it's must-watch TV.
And I think the coolest part about this rivalry is the trophy. And Reese omitted it. He usually doesn't do that. He's usually always on top of all of these details, but he kind of missed it. Back in 1950, Michigan State students were trying to make it more exciting, so they went by this store and basically bought a $25 trophy, an old brass spittoon. It's kind of gross, it's kind of nasty, but it's kind of awesome.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. Ninth play of the drive, it's 3rd and 6. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They go to the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Hoosiers line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the returner is stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Just feeds the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. It's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Floats it out in space. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Spins away from Watt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Slithers into space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Back to pass, it's Childs. Grabbed over the middle, it's McCray. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Kelly. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Spartans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Finds the tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mendoza. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Smart move to get down with the slide. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Going right to work up top. Caught close to the marker, it's Marsh. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
That's caught. It's Marsh. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's McCray. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
You know, to a lot of people, it's just a brass spittoon. But to these teams, it means so much more, and it sure looks like it so far. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. Guys, gotta love when the brass spittoon is up for grabs. Let's get things back to you.
And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
A third down try for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
With the catch, it's Williams. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And, guys, the defenses have stood tall, kept the offenses out of the end zone, but now a chance for the first touchdown of the game. Touchdown, Indiana! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. An 84-yard drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard. They get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Childs. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And right there you're seeing why a lot of guys like to call draws and screens when it's 3rd and long. The defense is thinking you're taking a shot deep down the field, but if you spit it out quickly to a wide receiver in the perimeter and you find a few blocks, he gets a crease, then he takes off with the speed, and you still find a way to not just get the first down, but generate an explosive play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Marsh. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a huge play. It's caught. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. On the run, it's Hemby. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
To the air, it's Mendoza. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Plucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Tip drills alive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the Hoosiers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Gets it out quickly. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
3rd down coming up after that completion. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Indiana 20, Michigan State 3.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Scanning the field, it's Childs. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll...
was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Trophy games span the sport.